I ain't gonna lie, yo, since Breakfast Club been on Netflix, man, our engagement, our people be, all the fans that we built up over time, well, that they built up, I just got here, that they built up over time on YouTube, oh my God, they feel neglected because Netflix was like, nope, we want all of it. Y'all can't have no other social media presence, none.
This Breakfast Club Netflix deal is not just content moving platforms. It's a $200 million experiment in what happens when a black media institution that grew up in an open interactive ecosystem gets pulled inside a closed corporate one. Charlamagne is talking global reach. Netflix is talking distribution. But a lot of longtime viewers are wondering why the culture feels like it's moving on without them. So let's break down exactly what changed, why people are uneasy, and what this tells us about the future of black media, platforms, and power. In December 2025, Charlamagne the God signed a renewal, a 5-year, $200 million deal with iHeartMedia to expand his Black Effect podcast network. As part of that, full Breakfast Club episodes are now exclusive to Netflix. And you might still catch clips on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, but the full visual experience, the thing people had on in the background, commented on, reacted to, and built community around, that's now locked inside of Netflix's interface. But Charlamagne is selling this as a major win. In his words, Netflix is simply another distribution partner, like when the show expanded from local New York radio to national syndication. He keeps leaning on the phrase global distribution. And technically, that's not wrong. Netflix can put The Breakfast Club in front of people who've never touched U.S. radio or Black YouTube.
Charlotte, Netflix has ruined your Twitch numbers. Y'all used to get 1,000 viewers. Now it's 200. That ain't because of Netflix. That's because they don't be getting on the Twitch. You got to get on the Twitch every morning. I think that y'all know as well as I do that anything you're doing, you got to be consistent. You got to be consistent every day. They don't be getting on Twitch. Y'all not going to sit here and blame everything on Netflix, okay? Y'all got to stop being ridiculous, all right? Like the fact that, and we were just on a little while ago when we was on, there was a bunch of people on here, but then they turned it off. How long did we used to go on Twitch before?
From 8 to 9:15.
So like an hour and 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So now y'all get an hour and y'all, it's like it's complaining? Yeah, that's right. Yes, somebody said we blaming Netflix for everything. So what? Y'all, yes, I understand. We want justice, you chocolate turtle looking mother.
I know, that's right.
But the reality is, thank you, Trey No Song. He said, I be tuned in on Netflix. I mean, tens of millions of people are tuned in on Netflix.
Ask a lot of them, ask them who are
Ariana Jafar says, as soon as Netflix is live, I'll quit complaining. I know. I mean, listen, that is the goal. I mean, it's not even a goal. It's only a matter of time.
Who on here, who from the chat watches Breakfast Club on Netflix? I'm telling you, there's a lot of them.
They say you going viral right now because you said
what?
You said Netflix sucks.
I said we have to find other exclusive content.
You said Netflix sucks?
Outside. No, I did not. Oh. Stop. I'm trying to get my special. I would never say that.
Somebody said Breakfast Club is not a movie, bro. Netflix is for long form. What do you think Breakfast Club is? Like when you go on...
We gotta find other content.
When you go on Breakfast Club, it's an hour plus per show. Like, what are we talking about? I'm not about to sit here and keep talking to y'all about... you know what? I don't know. We will. We can talk about Netflix every morning. I don't give a... Like, I don't care. We can talk about Netflix every morning. Make sure you go to Netflix and watch Breakfast Club on Netflix. We can talk about Netflix every damn morning. I don't care. Twitch is fun with the interaction. The best critique that I will take about the Netflix situation is the fact that YouTube does have engagement. But the reality is there's other ways to be engaged. We engage right now on Twitch. You can be on social media. I don't talk to y'all nowhere except for here. It's the truth. I don't talk to y'all about none of this shit. I talk to y'all here on Twitch. I don't talk to y'all nowhere else.
A lot of the audience felt like the Netflix deal was killing engagement, and they're not being dramatic. They're putting their finger on a real structural shift. On YouTube, The Breakfast Club wasn't just something you watched, it was something that you did things with. That's all participatory culture, meaning that the audience isn't passive. They're shaping the meaning of the show in real time. So when Charlamagne talks about distribution, he's talking about how the show travels. When Jess and the audience talk about engagement, they're talking about how the people travel with it, and those aren't the same thing. Media scholar Dr. Catherine Squires gives us a really helpful term called a hybrid enclave counterpublic. An enclave is a semi-protected space where marginalized groups, here Black audiences, talk to each other, build language, vent, and strategize without the full gaze of the mainstream. A counterpublic is when that talk doesn't just stay inside the group. It pushes back against dominant narratives and forces the broader public to respond. The Breakfast Club, especially on YouTube and including their interviews with political figures, sat right at that intersection. It was an enclave when Black viewers used their comments, live chats, reposts, and reaction videos as a running group chat on everything from politics to pop culture to colorism. And then it became a counterpublic when those same conversations spilled out into mainstream headlines, Twitter discourse, think pieces, and other platforms. The audience isn't just reacting to where the show lives now. They're reacting to what kind of space it's allowed to be. The show even addressed the backlash with a satirical segment that mocked audience complaints about the Netflix move.
Fans are saying that no one wants to watch The Breakfast Club anymore, right? Because it's no longer on YouTube. What do you have to say to that?
I ain't even see nobody say that. How dare they?
Cap.
So every March you go viral.
Are we ass right now?
This time you went viral for talking about engagement. What did you mean by The Breakfast Club engagement is down?
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
And Charlamagne the God, he was kind enough to sit down with us, but he disputes the claims that the numbers are down.
All of these so-called smart people on social media, all of these YouTube bloggers, everybody making these comments. Now, one person has said, how many people are watching on Netflix?
You know, fans have really been talking about these 3-minute clips. They don't like them. What can you say to them?
There's a lot of things in life that only last for less than 3 minutes, and y'all be fine with it.
Envy, what do you say to fans who say they feel betrayed by the move to Netflix?
I don't know why they would feel betrayed. I mean, you're still getting the same content, and change is great. You're still putting out clips, and you can always comment under our Instagram pages. You do the same thing. I am not the light-skinned sugar cookie.
And people need to mind their business. We're doing good wherever we go. And I do know how to keep something good, my man, and keep the show good.
Well, obviously not, because fans are saying that the show is no longer going to be what it used to be because it's not on YouTube.
Are you saying I can't keep him in?
And there could be a reason why the Breakfast Club audience doesn't want to change platforms. Media scholar J.G. Webster reminds us that audiences don't just follow content anywhere. People have platform habits. And when that habit change comes with the loss of participation, meaning no comments, no live discourse, no easy way to remix or react, people experience that as a kind of digital cultural displacement. And those feelings are real. They didn't just lose access to a show, they lost access to a shared space. We've actually seen versions of this story play out already. When shows like The Patriot Act with Hassan Minhaj and Chelsea by Chelsea Handler existed only on Netflix, they had cultural impact, but they didn't have the same participatory footprint as talk shows that circulated widely on YouTube or on cable, leading to their cancellation. And Black media isn't exempt from this. In fact, it's often less secure. The stakes around representation are higher, the community investment is deeper, and the history of being locked out of mainstream platforms sits right under the surface. So when a Black media space that feels like ours gets pulled into a more controlled pipeline, people aren't just mad about change. They're reacting to a longer pattern. Black creativity and community build value in open or semi-open spaces, and then that value gets extracted, enclosed, and sold back to us through systems we don't control.
Yep, chat, what's going on, baby? Good morning. How are ya? What up, what up? Niggas get blocked early in the morning. Like, I don't even know why niggas is playing with me this early. Like, stop playing with me. You know who you are. Damn, I think somebody deleted the comment anyway. Good. Nah, I am Cousin E. Like, stop being a clown. Like, nobody got time. Anyway.
The point here is not simply Netflix is bad and YouTube is good. Let's be real. None of these platforms are our friends. They are corporate infrastructures with different rules, different incentives, and different levels of enclosure. But the real questions we should be asking as a culture are, who gets to control the terms of distribution? Where do our conversations live, not just our content? And how do we protect these hybrid enclave counterpublics, spaces where Black audiences can talk to each other and push back on the mainstream when the digital ground keeps shifting underneath us? I want to know what y'all think, so drop your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video breakdown and want more deep dives into Black media, platforms, and power, hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and tap into the Black Media Power playlist to stay locked in right here on Real Quick Media.